there. Just to keep it from flying away. Hello, and welcome to Carlin's Off-Grid YouTube channel. I do things differently. I'm a wanderer, a tinkerer, a nerd, and a US Navy veteran. I have a motorcycle, a truck, and a school bus. Oh, and I built my house now. There might also be spaceships and stuff. I live off-grid. I'm powered by the universe. Comments are always welcome. It would be really awesome if you could subscribe. Hey! Alright, you found me. My name is Carlin, and I've got a off-grid house here on a little ranch in West Texas. Thanks for joining. I'll show you around. More info is on my website. You should totally check that out. The link is in the description. Cool, on with the show already. Okay, this is that stupid tax I talk about sometimes. The lines are pretty darn close. It looks like I got one that's off somehow, but they're mostly pretty much in a line. That's good, okay. And I got them set basically vertical, pretty close. Problem is, when I get into here, I don't got room to get a circular saw on that, because this is too close to here. I could do the saw upside down, is one option. I'd have to set the angle. The other option is probably what I'm probably going to do, use my jigsaw and cut up from the bottom so I can see my line, and then when I get almost to the top I run out of depth on the frame on the bottom will hit that purlin, so then I'll finish it with my little recip saw. It's just going to be harder. If you ignore that framing square sticking out, it's pretty close to a straight line now. Ran out of purlin, so I got to make a few more. Anyway, I just thought of shooting this sequence because I didn't shoot the other one last night. I did a whole bunch of these, and I just used up the last of them just now, so I have to do a few more. Okay, why the long pause, you may ask? Rightfully so. I don't know the exact placement of that very last piece yet, It's going to depend on how well the roofing lines up and my exact overlap and so on. So after the first piece, which I can work from this end, then I'll just stand up in between and reach across and do the screws standing on the stand instead of getting up on top. Okay, that should let me get the metal down to the same point every time. Okay. And the screws have washers on them, they're made for roofing, so you don't want to overkill it. Something like that. the assumption. Oh shit, there you are. I forgot where the camera is. Okay, since I've got the guide down here, and it should be square to that point over this bottom purlin. Oh, I didn't realize I left that running. I thought I stopped it. So yeah, harsh backlighting, right? Standing in the shade of the freaking roof. This is awesome. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces left to go. 4 or 5. I think that counts the end one still. Clouds are coming in. Wind is blowing. It's actually pretty comfortable, even though it's close to 100 degrees. I think it's about 100 in the bus. May not be that much out here. Yeah, hearing a little bit of flutter on the end piece because it's not all tied down yet. I'm like, this is going to be the ultimate irony. If I can't get the rain gutters on and I get a rainstorm, I'll have all that water running off. So I grabbed some trash cans and lined them up here. So water should hit the trash cans, I'll get something. But I'm like, seriously? You know, that'd be my luck. It feels very nice here in the shade though. I'm liking this, I'm liking this, I'm liking this. Seems to be darkest here. With the clouds, I'm losing solar, so I have to start the generator again. So what I'm looking at, now that you can even see the roof from there or not. Come back a little bit. Yeah, now you can see it. Hell, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I got about, what, 3 sections left to do. So I need to frame up the last little bit of it now so that I can I need the purlins to continue across, and I figured it'd be easier to get them done now. And now I can measure my spacing, because I know I'm going every 24 inches. I wasn't sure at first if I was going to have to keep that number, but it's working out well, so now I can extend 24 inches from the end of the last one to the next one, and then one more, and that'll be fine. So I'm just going to extend it out an even increment of 24 and then end wherever that ends, so it'll be a little bit of overlap. Oh, it just beat 5 o'clock. Oh, check this out. The daylight you see is the gaps on the ends. For ventilation, summer desert strategy. There's a little more gap there than there should be, I think. Anyway. And I think, yep, that's one sheet. Leftover. I got an idea for that already, but I might use something else. So, let's see, let's get the full effect here. I am so happy that I ended up with clouds today. I put up with the wind, it didn't say much, it was a little gusty. Never really had trouble. I had one time where the sheet thought it was going to take off without me. But mostly I kept things under control. Hasn't rained yet. We are done. I'm going to call up Everbuilt and see if they want to sponsor me or bribe me to never use their products again. That might be blackmail, whatever they call it. Yeah. It feels a lot more solid now. I think the roof steadied it up. Let's see if it feels this way. Oh yeah. Because this used to wiggle. I'm grabbing right here. This used to wiggle, so that's a lot better. Whew. Because it was kind of dicey. It had some movement, not the way it's supposed to. You know, it didn't feel. This is the thing is, I've been around enough construction projects. It always made me feel a little uneasy when you walk in, and they've got braces holding the walls up, and then they go right into putting the roof on top. And you're like, holy shit, right? But the roof holds the walls together, kinda. It's freaky. You know, so like this brace across here, that when I put it on the old little shed, that made so much difference. It didn't even, it only wants, that much. It doesn't go down to the bottom at all. So I had two walls with no end wall, and it was really wobbly. But I never did the end wall because I knew I wanted to do something like this. I just didn't have the money to do it then. So I put that little scrap up there, and that totally made it better. I mean, it was never good, but it was better. Yeah, hell. Now here's the best part. All my stuff, I'm just gonna store it in here now, right? So I'm gonna leave the bench in there, table saw, air compressor. I'm just gonna set them on that bench for now. Okay, so yeah, this I wanted to kind of explain or whatever. So the original shop goes to like into that corner, and so there's still a roof up there. And the second to last piece ended right, I don't know if this shows up, right here. Kind of see that? So that's the end piece right there. Okay, so I went one more, overlapped, and extended my roof so that the new roof completely overlaps the old roof for a whole section. Okay. So there shouldn't be much for water getting in there, so I'm going to set it up so my rain gutter just starts here and comes out. And try to slope it down this time so it goes out to here. This was supposed to be level, and water always ran that way. It never ran the other way. Go figure. And in a way, this felt like it took forever, and in a way, it went pretty quick, Looking at it, there's a little dip. It doesn't go completely flat or straight. Yeah. Here's what I was telling myself, just, to make myself feel better about this monumental, well, I'm not going to say screw up. It's not as good as I was hoping it was going to be in that respect. All right, so the roof is done. The shed is done. All that's really left as far as construction is the doors. Now I'm going to hang rain gutters on probably pretty soon just because of water catchment. We're coming into monsoon, so this is when we're going to start seeing a lot of rain. This is more surface area than the bus was. Okay. So it's considerable amount of water I can catch if I get a decent amount of rain out here. It does come in monsoon, so last year I went, I think, 3 months off of rainwater doing laundry and showers where I didn't have to go to town to haul water for that. I did haul drinking water, but I didn't take the big tank for about 3 months, I think it was. Something like that. I just kept taking the little jugs. But the way I'm looking at this, it's not, not a fantastic build. I think mostly it came up pretty good. It's, there's things that you learn. Hopefully you could do better on the next one. Some of it wasn't as straight as I was hoping. I'll live with that. It feels pretty solid now. It doesn't seem like it's wobbling in the wind. That's always a good sign. And for the most part, I'm giddy. I am really excited about getting it built, getting it done. I feel like it turned out well enough for what I need. And then going forward, then I can work on using it, right? And so to me, I guess, for me it's a workshop. What I want, now I've got a place to store my tools and to do actual work. If it's a day where I just don't want to be outside, now one thing I'm realizing, it's cooler in here than it is outside. The shade off of that silver roof is going to be wonderful. That's kind of why I built the little one in the first place. I was hoping just to get a little bit of space out of the sun. And by the time I put a shelf in there, I realized that there wasn't enough room to even hardly stand in there. And that's before I put all the stuff in there, The little guy over here, it's just, yeah, over yonder, right? It's just not enough room to be useful. I'll have room to put everything. I've got enough space in here that I can take half of it for storage, half of it, and still be able to do some work. Or, one wall, table saw, chop saw, drill press, grinder, that kind of thing. All of the messy tools will be in here. And then storage on the other side. Like for instance, now at the end of my day, I can just roll up everything and put it in here, and I'm done. Getting stuff back into the bus at the end of the day, oh my God, that was agony. It took an extra hour, I think. All right, that's about it for this week. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. And what else is there? Patreon and PayPal and all that other stuff. Check out the link in the description. I've got a page on my website, gives you a lot more information about the ranch and everything I'm doing out here. So again, thanks for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. More info is on my website. You should totally check that out. Link is in the description. I do things differently.